guys, welcome back to my channel, Destiny's Desires, where we come together to grow, motivate, and inspire the best versions of ourselves. I am Destiny, of course, and if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are back, what's up, fam? As you guys can tell by today's title, we're going to be talking about dating with intention versus dating for fun. What's the difference? And if you want to date with intention, what are some things you can do? So let's get right into the video. I'm super excited about this video, as I say every time I come on here, because I really love love, and I love this series, and it's so much fun because I've learned so much in this past about 6 months of my life, and I just want to share all the information I've got with you guys because it's crucial to like everything. It's helped me in every aspect of my life. So let's get right into it. So dating with intention versus dating for fun. What's the difference? And so a lot of the things that I go through in life are based on my spiritual beliefs. But I think these are just general ideas that everyone can apply to their life, whether you're spiritual or not. So dating with intention. So what dating intention is saying, okay, so before I'm dating, right, this is me giving you a like breakdown of what it is. So if you're dating with intention, it's saying, okay, I want to be in a relationship. I want commitment with one person. I aspire to have marriage one day. I aspire to have kids one day. I want to be in a monogamous relationship. XYZ, whatever your heart's desires are that you want in a relationship, if that's what you want. So when you go on dates, you are looking for a partner. Dating for fun is kind of just like, hey, you're cute, I'm cute, let's see what happens, right? Or it's kind of just like, oh, I thought you were funny, so let's keep dating, let's see what happens. There's no expectations, there's no anything. You know, when you date with intention, you have an expectation. It's kind of like, okay, we're dating, we're monogamous, so you expect them to be faithful. You know, you expect them to do certain things. It's an expectation when you date with intention, whereas dating for fun is no expectations. It's just kind of a free-for-all. It's kind of like, we'll just see what's happening. And I you know what, we live in a phase where people are in so many situationships that it's ridiculous, where they don't want to commit to one another, but they don't want the other person talking to anyone else. And it's just like, you can't occupy somebody's space like that. Like, either get with the program or keep it pushing. You know, that has to be the choice. But it's absolutely your choice. Some people like to just date for fun. You know, if you got out of a long relationship and it was bad, you may just want to date for fun. Or if you're just not in a place where you want commitment and monogamy, then you can date for fun. And that's fine if that's where you're at. And if you want to date with intention, that's fine as well. And that ties into the second part. It's not a problem of what you want to do, as long as you communicate what it is that you want. You know, there are some guys and some girls, maybe, you know, I don't know, but who will put on the front that they are dating with intention and that you are the only person they care about. And I've actually encountered this before, and where I've, you know, encountered men who, you know, I say, oh, I want a relationship, and I want commitment, and I want monogamy, and all those different things. Oh yeah, girl, I want that too, and that's what I'm about. And they're totally not about it. And it's like, do you think I was going to, like, not realize that you weren't staying true to what you said? Like, almost as if you don't know what's going on in the relationship that you're in. But there's some people who do that, and I think that is, like, probably the worst thing. If you don't want a relationship, just say it. And so it allows the other party to decide if they want to deal with it or not, if they want to stay or not. But you have to communicate what it is that you want. And so if you want monogamy, if you want a relationship, you have to communicate that. If you want to just have fun and see how things go, you have to communicate that. Either one is okay as long as you communicate. So now we're going to talk about step 3, or point 3. It's not a step, it's a point. Point 3 is if you decide that you do want to date with intention, right? You want monogamy, you want commitment. We've been seeing, if you guys have been watching my series up until this point, I did 2 videos on the contentment of singleness, the glow, and the preparation for the gift. And then I also did a part 2 series on the willingness to commit, which the first one was about, the commitment to singleness, contentment and singleness was about the glow up, which was personal self-betterment, and then the second one was taking out the trash, dealing with past relationships so you can leave space for healthy ones. Then the willingness to commit had a 2-part. The first one was about the preparation for the gift, meaning your expectations and things of that nature within a relationship, and then the second one was about the importance of sacrifice. And so you have to watch those because they can give you guys kind of like a synopsis of what I mean by dating with intention, saying I want monogamy and this is what I want commitment. I'm really willing and ready to commit to one person, and that's what I want. And so once you're in a place like that, and you found a partner, right? We're taking flash forward and saying that you said, I want commitment, I want monogamy. You meet a person and they want the same thing, and they say that they want it with you, right? And you want it with them. Here are a couple of questions that I encourage you guys to ask, whether you're a man or a woman, to really get a feel for the person that you're spending time with, because I think we often, especially as women, feel like questions will run a man off, or questions, we shouldn't ask too many questions, we should just let things flow and see where things go. And here's what I have to say about that. I'm all about things happening organically. I believe that if you force it, it will not work. I believe in like having organic conversation with people and seeing what you guys have in common. But if you just see where things go, they typically don't go anywhere. If you don't have a goal at the end or a destination that you're trying to get to, you don't really take steps to go anywhere. You're just seeing where it goes. It's going all over the place. You know, one day you're going towards monogamy. The other day you're going towards being just friends. One day you're going towards a relationship. The next day you're going towards another person. You know, so you kind of have to have some goal of saying, okay, we're going to intentionally date one another in a monogamous relationship. And that is what we're doing. And then we're going to take steps to do that. But just saying, oh, we're dating and we want to commit and just not having any plans, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay, so here's a couple of questions. And I'm also going to click, leave a link below, which this is called, the video I'm leaving below is called 9 Questions Every Woman Should Ask a Man While Dating. And so I think you guys can flip it, the way the questions work. You can ask a woman these questions as well if you are a guy watching my video. 9 Questions Every Woman Should Ask a Man While Dating. It is by R.C. Blakes. He is a pastor. I do not know what church he's from, but I believe he's from Houston, Texas, where I hope to one day reside. But he's from Houston, Texas. He is a pastor, and I watch his Periscope videos, and I watch him on YouTube. So he has a YouTube channel, so go ahead and follow and subscribe him. He's awesome. He's taught me so much from watching his videos and the different scriptures and stuff that he brings up. And so I encourage you guys to go watch this video. I'm going to be giving you guys 5 questions that he talks about on there. He gives 9 different ones. Every single one is important. I'm actually going to give you guys 4 because one of the questions I made up on my own, but 4 of the questions I'm going to say are some things that he touched on. Go watch the video because he'll give you 5 other ones. And I think they're crucial to really figuring out what this spouse is, particularly to the woman, where this man's mind is and what he wants. And because men could possibly see this, don't ask the questions the way he said them, you know. But, you know, we're smart as women. We can finagle the conversation a little bit. But the first question, or one of the questions I encourage you guys to ask is, what is your religious belief, and any, if any? Because if you are a spiritual person and you have a specific religion that you go by, if you are dating someone who either is not religious at all or has a different religion, that is something that could put a hindrance on the relationship, or something that make the relationship not be able to work. As I grow with my spiritual journey, I need to date someone who's a Christian, because I need them to understand why I believe what I believe, and I need them to lead and guide me. And if they don't believe what I believe, I don't know where they're going to lead me to. If that makes any sense. If you're a Christian, I know you understand what I'm saying. If you're not, it's just a thing within that religion about the structure of a marriage or a relationship, and the position of a man and the position of a woman. Not one's better. They're both equal. They have 2 totally different purposes. But as a Christian woman, I aspire to have a Christian man. It makes sense. So I encourage you guys to find out what their religion is. And we some reason feel like we can't talk about religion when dating because it's awkward. No, what's awkward is marrying someone and finding out that you guys believe totally different things. That's awkward. You know, that conversation is not awkward. The second question I encourage you guys to ask, this is not one that R.C. Blake said, but this is one I just encourage you guys to ask. What is your spouse's political view? You know, what are their political views? Some people say stuff like that doesn't matter, and kudos to them. Absolutely kudos to them. But I know me, my religious beliefs, my political views, and other things of sort have to be aligned with a spouse, because they dictate the decisions you make within your home. And so if you guys are constantly disagreeing about everything, it will get old at some point. You know, they say opposites attract, and I think they do, and it's fun for that time. But if you are expecting to do life with someone, right, you're dating with this intention of maybe a long-term relationship at the end of it, or maybe even marriage, that difference is going to become a problem at one point, where everything is a difference. Everything we talk about, we disagree. You know, you want to have somebody that's like-minded, someone that's on the same accord of you. You know, someone that they use a term that is equally yoked within that spiritual, you know, realm. And you have to figure that out. The third thing I encourage you guys to ask is how important is it that your next relationship ends in marriage? If you aspire to have marriage and you're dating a guy and he says, oh, I don't want to get married, that should be the end. You know, we too often try to date people and say, oh, well, let's see where it goes and maybe I'll be that one. You know, we always trying to change somebody. No. If that person does not aspire to marriage, it's very rare that you will be the person that changes their mind. It's almost, in fact, that it won't be you. It will be them. Maybe you can encourage it, but if they are not a person who wants marriage, and you do, get out. You know what I'm saying? Go. Because it's a waste of time. Anything other, it doesn't matter if you guys are on the same court, unless you're ready to sacrifice marriage, unless that's something that you're willing to give up for this other person. Then I guess you continue it. But if you are saying that's what I want and I'm not going back on that, move on. Move on. The fourth question I encourage you guys to ask this person or this man, if we're talking to the ladies, is what is your vision? What is your plans? What do you see yourself in next year, 5 years, 10 years, however long you want to, ask him. Well, what is your vision for your life? Me personally, I'm a dreamer of a woman. I will do amazing things in my life. I need a man who's going to do amazing things in his as well. Because if I ask you what's your vision I'm going to stop right there. Ask him what his vision is. And then if you guys are dating for a long time, you can even take it a little bit further. This isn't a question. But ask him, how does he see you fit in that vision? Does he see you in that? If he's saying, oh, and next year I want to, be at this position in this job, and then I want to be a homeowner, and I want to be, I want to have this expensive car, I want to have this house, I want to, do all this, and then you ask him, where do you fit in at that, and he doesn't see you in that, he's not seeing you guys have a home where there's going to be our cars or little things like that. It doesn't mean like, oh, leave him and be done because he doesn't see you in his future, but be aware that he doesn't see you there. And if you are like, oh, well, we're going to be having this, you have to see the difference in your mindsets and where you guys are both at. And so I encourage you guys to ask him, what is his vision? If you are a woman like myself who has dreams and who is going to do something great, that spouse has to match that effort. I seen, what was I watching? It's slipping my mind, but it was talking about how the power of a woman and what a woman brings to the table reflects their partner. You reflect one another. And so they were making an observation of what type of man, this is just, the forever president, Barack Obama. They were talking about what type of man he must be to be able to be married to Michelle Obama. Even if you never met Barack, which many of us never have personally met him, you never heard him speak, you never seen him. Just say all you knew was Michelle Obama's husband was Barack Obama, and you seen her, you knew that he was some kind of man to be on her arm. And vice versa. If you see Barack and you see what he's accomplished, you know there's a woman on his arm that's bringing something. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so you have to figure out, what is his vision? What is he trying to do? Because if you see yourself being a Michelle Obama and Oprah Winfrey, what kind of man is Stedman to be with a woman like Oprah Winfrey? Do you understand what I'm saying? You look at, these are just some couples that I look up to, but you look at the Gabrielle Union. What kind of man is Dwayne Wade to be with Gabrielle Union? That is his wife. What kind of man is he? What kind of man is Jay-Z to have Beyonce as his wife? Do you understand what I'm saying? We as women, we hold so much power, and men as well. If you look at Jay-Z, he has a Beyonce on his arm. You know what I'm saying? You look at Dwayne Wade, and he has a Gabrielle Union on his arm. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have to figure out, what is his vision? And if you guys are really dating and in a point where you guys are getting serious, where does he see you in that vision? How does he see you in that? If he sees you at all. Because you may be dating somebody, he may not even see that. He may just be like, oh, I never thought about that. And then you can reflect on where your relationship is, and maybe if it's as serious as you thought it was. Or maybe it's not. Or maybe you guys just need to talk more. It could be different things. I'm not saying, oh, he didn't see you in his, his vision, leave him. No. But inspect things. Question things. Figure it out. And the last thing that you can ask this man or this woman is, what matters most to you? This will tell you a lot about a man. if you listen to a man speak, and I don't know about men listening to women, but because I'm not a man, but as a woman, I know that if you listen to a man speak, you can learn a lot about him. And it's not even about what he says necessarily. It's about sometimes what he says, sometimes what he doesn't say. What he doesn't say sometimes teaches you a lot as well. But ask him, what matters most to you? You know, if the first thing he says is, oh, I love my money and I have an amazing job. No, that's where his heart is at. And you have to decide if that's okay with you. If it's okay with you, that's okay with you. That's the first thing that matters most to you as well, then maybe you guys are a match. But to me, that doesn't impress me. That's not an impressive thing. You ask me what's most important to me, it's going to be God and my family. In that order. Every time. My job, the money I make, the way I look, all that is important. But God and my family, that is the most. That's what the question was. What is most important to you? And let a man talk. He'll tell you where his mind is and what he's thinking. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you guys, ladies, we have to ask questions. We have a mouth for a reason. Use it and ask questions. So I encourage you guys, when thinking about dating with intention or dating for fun, figure out which one you want to be under the category. Whichever one it is, communicate that to the person that you're, spending time with. They deserve to know where you stand. And if you are deciding to date with intention, ask these questions. Go ahead and click that link below so you can see the video that I'm talking about where he gives us 9 questions. I think I only gave you guys either 3 or 4. I'm not sure if he said how important is the next, that your next relationship in the marriage. But yeah, ask these questions to see where they're at. One thing that he said in the video that was super important is you need to make sure that you're on the same accord of him on every level. Not just physically, because that's the first level that we match with people, because that's what you see. You see them and you can say, oh, they're attractive. They think I'm attractive. That's the initial thing, because you guys haven't spoken yet. But once you figure out, okay, I like what I see, you like what you see, what's in here? Because one thing that he said is intelligence and education is different. Just because a man has a degree doesn't mean he's intelligent. And just because a man or a woman doesn't have a degree doesn't mean they're not intelligent. So you have to get on the same accord about all those things. What are they thinking spiritually? What are they thinking emotionally, financially, intellectually? Where are they at? And see if they're on the same accord of you, because if you don't, and if you settle, or if you marry beneath you, and this is not about a person being better than someone else, but beneath you, what I'm saying is, it's not wise. It's not wise. And for those of you who can understand, I hope you do. And those of you who don't, I hope you at one point get it. Dating someone who is not on the same accord of you will never work. Or you will continue to have to dumb yourself down, or continually have to bring them up. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with helping, but I don't think you should have to build anyone up in a relationship. They should come prepared to do work. Because you guys are working on a togetherness goal. If you constantly just working on them as a spouse, where do you guys grow together? Nowhere. It's just you building them up. Then you kind of have to lower yourself to get to them. So I encourage you guys to do these things. I'm super excited. Kind of sad though, because the series is ending. We have 2 more videos for the month of February, and one of them is not even about relationships. So I'm trying to figure out. Go ahead and comment below. Let me see what you guys want to see. So we have 1 more video, because I have a book review at the very end of the year, which is The 4 Agreements, which is the book that I read for this month of February, on Monday. Do you guys want to see a get ready with me, where I'll do my hair, my makeup, and an outfit? I'll maybe do like a 3-part video. Let me know if you guys want to see that. If you guys want me to do another one of these sit-down talks where I talk about another relationship topic, comment below and let me know that. Or if there's something else you guys want to see, or something you want me to retouch on that maybe you've seen in one of my other videos, comment below. I'm sorry, I have the hiccups. They're really bad right now. But comment below and let me know what you guys want to see. Because I don't know what I want to do. I'm not really, it's up in the air. I have an option to do the get ready with me kind of thing. I got the new hairstyle. And I've been doing some, playing with some different makeup things. So I could do that if you guys want to see that. Or I could do another topic. I can deep dive into something I already spoke on. Let me know what you guys want to see for this very last video of February. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Go ahead and like, thumbs up, and comment below. I'm looking at you guys. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Turn on your push notifications, please, so you'll be notified each and every time I post, which will be each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Alright, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much, and until next time, bye.